And we are starting. The recording has begun and we are launching. People are joining. Let's wait. Exactly 1 more minute while we chat. Everything is great. Excellent. Let's communicate with you in the chat. It will be nice that you are not just listening, but also hearing. This is a very important point because the information we will be conveying is 13 years or possibly even 18 years of experience here. Therefore, at this moment, the industries we are involved in have become my lifestyle. So friends, it's really cool when you travel, when you meet new people, when you make new friends, and most importantly, friends are made in partnership, because imagine when a person comes and they are already a formed personality, they achieve something, arrive at some location, you achieve something, realize that in some career you might be followed by some failures. And the most interesting thing is, let's call it leadership. And these leaders gather at some event in one of the countries and cities. And there, just imagine how cool it is when you're simply with people, interacting, exchanging experiences. Sasha, let's give a minute for those who have joined. I think we already have 27 people, and on...
Let's all start. We're slowly starting. Dear ones, I greet you from the hot, fiery Paraguay where we have sunshine and heat outside. I hope it's the same for you, but even if it's raining or cloudy there, as the great song says, the most important thing is the weather at home. But even if the weather at home isn't great at the moment, I promise you, after today's presentation, our weather will change, everything will become great, and we will move forward. Happy, positive, motivated. So dear ones, a blizzard, snow, and a great mood are the most important things. Whether it's a snowstorm or heat. Well, the most important thing is that we are with you. So dear ones, we will start our presentation today. I personally welcome each of you. Thank you for your decision to be here today. That you have set aside these literally 40 minutes, because it is decisions like these that change our lives. And they change our lives completely. Not just a little bit, but completely. Into a completely different dimension, you could say. And today we will conduct the presentation in such a style. We will divide it into 2 parts. And the first part will be started by us. Dmitry Zulkarnayev, I wanted, before he starts speaking, to tell a little about Dmitry, because many know him. Many have already met and become acquainted with him personally. I also know him personally. I had the honor, and I am very glad to have such a friend, a comrade who will always help, always support, and never abandon. Dmitry is a father of many children. He has 3 kids, and he already has 13 years, look dear ones, 13 years of experience in network, that is in MLM business. Since 2016, he has been involved in cryptocurrency. So for each of us to understand, this person knows what to say, especially about our field, because we are moving forward together with you in cryptocurrency. Look, dear ones, I am not. I am 36 years old, and he already at his 26 years, earned $1 million. That's his wife. It's just stunning, and has already visited 25 countries around the world. This, well, guys, this is well, even for those who are here for the first day today, I'm talking about achievements, you could say, of Dmitry. But everyone who is here for the first time at our cool, such a great, positive presentation, you understand what can be achieved in our business together with our company. And I want to introduce to you today Dmitry Zulkarnayev. He will be starting. Handsome, cool hat, serious person. Dmitry will tell us about the products today. Well, and then we will continue everything, passing it on. Our ship's helm is in Dmitry's hands, and off we go. Sasha, thank you.
Hello friends, greetings from Chelyabinsk. You see, we have such a geography and a very large 8-hour time difference. Sasha is a little in the past, we are a little in the future, but NV Global avoids this for us. Yes, a little about myself. Yes, I am 34 years old, 13 years of my life. I have already dedicated specifically to network marketing, because when I was invited to a product company and to international, I realized that yes, this is scalability, this is cool, this is great. Yes, I wasn't signed up right away. Perhaps you too have been invited to this presentation more than once and have been told about this company. But for me, it wasn't immediate either, because I was very skeptical about all of this. And I had experience with network companies, and in the end, it took a whole month to sign me up, working while forming a team. You arrive in the evening after being at work in the morning. In the morning, you're at work. In the evening, you're in the office. And that's how it went for a month, and then it took off. And from that moment, my life began to change rapidly. Although there were certain failures, many didn't believe. I was 21. Everyone thought I was crazy and laughed at me, suggesting I get a job. So I went, let's say. So I went against the current, didn't listen to anyone, and started listening to my mentors and partners. I simply made it a rule to attend all events, both offline and online, even if I had already heard all the seminars and meetings. And when I was in Moscow, I met a very successful businessman, and he said a phrase to me. By the way, I also recorded an interview with him, and he said this phrase: if you want to earn 1 million, you need to invest 1 million in yourself, in your image, in business, in travel, in events, in training, and so on. I caught on to this and started moving forward. And believe me, it's a really great thing. Yes, of course, there was a story where my mom was sent to the army. I already had a pregnant wife, and she thought it would somehow change me. But in the end, it didn't change me at all. I only became even more unique. And so, in the end, I got into crypto in 2016. And that's where my progress began. And when I earned my first million, I bought a Mercedes for myself, my wife, an apartment, a car, a trip to Dubai, a Ferrari. My circle was amazed, like crowds started to follow. And a really crazy result began. That's why I really like this industry. And by the way, we started dealing with cryptocurrency in 2016, and we're explaining, just like we will be presenting to you today in this unique presentation of ours. Bitcoin was worth 300 rubles. $300, imagine, 300 rubles, $300, imagine. It was worth. As of today, the Bitcoin rate, I just opened CoinMarketCap, is 78,884. Imagine, the information you will learn today, you can take a notebook and a pen. I really recommend you write it down. Yes, and you can find out how your life can change. Because there are more than, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of crypto coins. There are small, inexpensive coins on the market today. And when you join this community, this society, it's like a pickled cucumber. Here you are, a jar of pickled cucumbers. If someone so fresh sticks you in, you will definitely become salty. Definitely. It's very important who you are surrounded by, because it nourishes you energetically, you get charged, and receive information. This is a very important point, which is why the cryptocurrency market is now over $2.5 trillion. Yes, and imagine, Bitcoin has surpassed the $100,000 mark. Sasha, please, the next slide. I'll tell you a bit about the world of cryptocurrencies now. I'll share some news. Yes, and here, it's specifically about NV Global. There is a merging of several industries, partnership programs, already probably for about 3 or 4 years. Such large banks of ours like Alpha Bank operate using network marketing methods. Believe me, yes, well, in those situations, meaning you sign people up for credit, they will inevitably be affected. But the essence is that 10 billion rubles are allocated and 3 billion to networkers. Imagine that these are big, major businessmen, whales. They understood the uniqueness of network marketing. Because no one hired me for a job, I was shown the opportunity that I can change my life here. I can earn big money. I can realize my dreams. I signed up on my own. No one forces you. Here you go. Went to the next room, sat at the computer desk, opened the presentation, and now we are conducting it. Because I understand that you need to broadcast, you need to tell, you need to share your experience, you need to share the information you have. And the most interesting thing is that our information is duplicable. That's why the affiliate program is the coolest thing there can be. If I acquire something, if I like something, I will definitely tell my acquaintance. You 100% do this. You talk about your car, how cool it is, what rims you put on it, some chip you installed, and that's it. And your friend, colleague, acquaintance, whether you're at a barbecue, it doesn't matter, at a birthday, or just at a meeting, he will 100% follow the recommendation and do the same. You understand? Therefore, you won't get paid for this. But in the affiliate program of network business, you get paid for any recommendation. They pay you. You see, this is very important, and I really liked it. Financial products, we are developing our own financial products. We will talk about them later on the following slides. Well, what is it anyway? A financial product? Financial products are certain products that you can develop in such a way that they are easily duplicable. You understand? You don't need to deal with product supply, logistics, and so on. It's easy. A duplicable model. You can spend a large amount of money, more than on the production of some product, but once a high quality product is produced, it can be scalable. You understand? That is, you are already in its development. They, as they say, well, do not participate. It is easily duplicable. Everyone easily perceives it and puts it in their pocket. Blockchain. Blockchain is, in simple terms, an open ledger. That is, there is such a chain of blocks, and it's not like a piece of paper. You can't fold it and throw it away. And what's most interesting, it's a unique thing that you can have any chain of blocks. Trace a transaction, track it to the wallet to which you are transferring. You can check it for purity to ensure there is no dirt, so there are no consequences later on. So it's all easy. It's all accessible. It's our world, and we are now merging the industry. And what forms, you will see for yourself. Alexander, next slide, please. Our mission is to create financial products that are easy, just like that. Every person can simply take and start using them in 3 clicks. So we are trying to integrate a large number. Not trying, we are doing it. Our mission is such that we create a bridge for a large number of people so that a person from ordinary life can simply enter the world of cryptocurrencies. And here you see that the creation of financial IT products ensures easy integration into the world of blockchain for a wide audience. I will explain it to you in simple terms. Bitcoin is really the grandfather of all cryptocurrencies. Alexander, next slide, please. Today, our moderator will be Alexander. Cryptocurrency, the trend of the 21st century. But they only know 5%. And what's most interesting is that those who know about it are silent because they are already billionaires, in dollars, you see. And most often, when a person hasn't advanced in their career development, they weren't guided, they didn't grow. In some community, he just got access. He might simply not share because he might have some fears, Well, you understand safety and other things. Therefore, you need to understand when you join a community, you start learning about it. And our goal, precisely our goal, is for you to understand it as easily as possible. And just like your mom and dad, we were all children. Today, we are already so grown up. Many of us have possibly become adults. Some have not, some are on their way, and some are already grandparents' parents. So now we are guiding our children in the same way. We are precisely those guides who will lead you into the real world, and you will start easily to develop correctly and safely. You see, that's our mission. To carry, as they say, this is very important. As I mentioned, energy. What you say, these are thoughts, material, words, like a sparrow, you can't catch. What you utter, what you say will come back to you, creating such an aura around yourself. Next slide, please. Alexander, keep up. Can you hear and see me? Is everything okay? Let's go from 1 to 10. Alexander dropped out a bit. Probably Sasha, are you here? Please do from 1 to 10 until everything is fine? Yes. 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 I'm here to create my own. It flew. We understand. Look. Friends. Today I am 34 years old. I have been for 13 years. Engaged in network business. In general, I am from the trade industry as a sales manager. I always held the top managerial positions everywhere. And the most interesting thing, for me, the foundation of the company is very important. Those that work with which I collaborate in partnership or build a business, let's call it. So a certain franchise and legality are above all one of the most important qualities for me, because I try to be accountable for my words, for what I say. Because firstly, I am an athlete, a candidate for Master of Sports in boxing, and I grow up in a society of mature, reasonable, and sensible people. Therefore, this is a very important aspect for me. And here you see the registration in Hong Kong. Yes, if requested, please, we will send you a link so you can officially view it on the website. On October 18, 2023, our company was registered in Hong Kong. We have an SEO company. His name is Mr. Dang. He is Chinese and is a current employee of the Bitmine factory, which produces mining equipment. Let's move to the next slide, Alexander, please. Our next registration took place in Turkey. Here we see a document confirming that we are officially registered in Turkey. We also opened an office in Turkey. Recently, just a few days ago, there was a legal pre-opening of the office attended by the city's key figures. The leadership in cybersecurity is precisely because Europe and Turkey, among others, are very advanced in this area. And for me, this is also a kind of green checkmark, indicating that the company is really breaking in and firmly establishing itself as it needs to build. This Burj Khalifa is healthy up to kilometers, and therefore it is very important to have a foundation so that it does not fall. And registration is probably one of the most important components in this concrete mix. Yes, as you can see here, 7.5 million lira, which is about 23.5 million rubles in Russian money, is the company's authorized capital. Let's move on. Here, you can see it says the investment fund license of Agea Holding, granting us the right to trade on financial markets. I will even read it out to you. Provision of payment services, operations with cryptocurrency, provision of financial consulting services, which is what I am talking about now, the technology of distributed ledger for managing digital assets. And here it is clearly stated with respect, Mr. Dank, and so on. Let's move to the next slide. Now we will talk in more detail about Agea Holding. Here we see www.agholding.com. You can visit this website. This fund has been around for over 22 years. It manages over 500 million euros in various assets from its investors. Let's move to the next slide. This is very important. Can you imagine, at this moment, we have become interesting to such large funds that have partnered with us, and Agea Holding has become our strategic partner. Together with Naive IT Limited, this is the company. All this registration takes place, and the distributor NV Global creates products. And you see it on the screen. BITNEVEX cryptocurrency lottery, NV understands NV gaming, NV finance, NV wallet. And we will now flow into details and will reveal each one thoroughly. Alexander, next slide. BITNEVEX. At the moment, a large number. I won't go into details about the exact number, but how many exchanges are there in the world? Now, yes, but I will ask you a question. Which exchange? Names? Do you know? Please write them in the chat. Just whoever is the fastest. I am directly... Yes, let's go. Please write at least 3 outside or 4. How many? Baby, yes, I see, baby. You didn't even want to say it. Understand the next exchange. What other exchanges, guys? At least name one, please. Already 3 people. Binance. Max writes here finance. Okay. Just philosophies. How many exchanges do we know? A question for you. Did you get paid for what you just wrote? I asked you a simple question. You wrote so many exchanges. Did these companies, these exchanges pay you? Even a penny, write it down. Even if they paid $1 for what you are now at. Our conference. They write, no, not a cent was paid. Here's what's most interesting. We have reached the very highlight. Not a penny was paid to anyone. And you see, you recommend it, you talk about it, you sell it, meaning your word is worth $1. Yes? At this moment, I promise you, and my day today was worth $500 to the company. 444. While I was sleeping, I earned $500. Last week, $2,000. So that's why I promise you, because I've already been paid. You understand? Daughter is fine. For what I was paid, I'm already earning, receiving. And that's why I speak about it calmly, because I understand that whatever I say, my words It should have some value. Therefore, I treat myself very cynically. Yes, I respect myself, so I want every word I say to be paid for. Because this is a very important point. Why do I live, right? That's why I live. To, roughly speaking, no, 1 second. Here I have. I'm looking for dad. Just, all right, run along. Close the door, please. There. The BITNEVEX exchange is the exchange that we are filling with users. With our users. Exactly, you see, with those people whom we guide. Just like I helped my daughter undress now, something like that, and do something. And you see, here it turns out, with each person, like with our own child, we will guide, teach how to register, how to verify, how to buy, how to sell. And the most interesting thing is that those people who learned about those exchanges that you just mentioned in the chat were the very first to share and spread their referral links to their acquaintances and friends. I know one such person who gave and in crypto. One of his friends in crypto, I know. One of the first who talked about Ben once. People started using it because at the moment it might seem like it's something cosmic, very far and unknown. But believe me, 2016 was 9 years ago. It was up to $300. It was worth nothing. Don't believe it, please. $100,000. We went through 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 15, 20, 60, 100. You see, the story is, and what's interesting is that none of you probably bought Bitcoin for $1 back in 2011. You understand? Some 1,000 rubles you spent in 2011, that was 33 Bitcoins. And at this moment, you would simply be a dollar millionaire. Do you understand what information this is? That train has left. Well, a new train has arrived precisely with an opportunity, and we are now standing with you at the station. Not everyone will board this high-speed train, you understand? Because, well, that's the world. Not everyone believes some need to work tomorrow. Is very important. The bosses are waiting, and we will be creating a business. That's why we invite you to join our high-speed train, specifically with our product, BITNEX, where you will be among the first to talk about it, sharing your referral link. And here's the key point. People were earning up to $35,000 a day through referrals. That's the minimum. Can you imagine? Because people are trading, and today we are filling it with smart people who are starting to develop within our ecosystem, you see, using it. And they will be exclusively, it's like the situation of buying Bitcoin for $1. That's the kind of offer we have. Alexander, please move to the next slide. We are moving on. About geo-holding, here. It says active projects. And GeoPlay, 19 million euros. The BITNEVEX exchange, 4.7 million euros. And geo-holding, as soon as the exchange officially launches, they will immediately invest 4.7 million euros. Do you understand? Imagine. A fund that has been around for more than 22 years understands the development prospects of NV Global. And that's why it became its partner. That's why it's ready to invest. This is just a tiny part. And they have their own assets worth 79 million euros. Can you imagine how big they are? Such giants are joining us today, and that's great. For me, it's also a mark of confidence. In the company, confidence in myself, and confidence in the future. Let's move to the next slide. Our most probably flagship product is NV. A question for you. What names of your decentralized wallets do you know? Please write them down. In the meantime, I'll tell you about our NV. What makes it different? What makes it unique? The most interesting thing is that it is a decentralized wallet. That is, it's a wallet that will belong only to you. You will need to take, again, we will show you, or the person who invited you, or our training program. Take a piece of paper with a pen and write down these 12 words, numbers, names. Yes, you will have them, seed phrases. they are called, write them down and put them in a safe with your valuable documents. And it turns out if you have drowned your phone, it broke, shattered on any device by entering these 12 words, these seed phrases, you will access your wallet. Imagine, it belongs only to you. If you lose it, that's it. There's no access. No one can help you. Look, imagine I got distracted for a moment and you already wrote to me. Trust, Telegram, Platon, MetaMask, Phantom, Samsafaro, Invivile wrote, I don't even know. I'm afraid to ask you where you paid for this too. Answer my question. Integrated exchange, integration into its own blockchain, popularization like TRX, and Bendy. Well, imagine there's the Bendy Once exchange. You only recently wrote about it. Don't tell me, do you already know about this? The most interesting thing is that Bendy has its own token, its own coin called BenBid. So it turns out when you transfer USBT or that USB test, most often when we transfer, you choose the TRC20 network, which is Tron or Ben Biber 20, and it charges you a fee. We have our own cryptocurrency, our own token NVX. And you see, through the NVX network, all coins will circulate within the company. And what's most interesting is that those who will be with us throughout our development will find out much faster, because access to purchasing this token will be limited to a small amount. Those who manage to buy it will be very happy in the near future. You see, we are not seeking access to your wallets. We don't have it. Yes, we are not seeking it at this moment. I have an Android phone and I can easily access Angels of Vanga. I have access here. It opens with the fingerprint to get in and start using it. Soon, it will be available on the Apple Store for Apple enthusiasts. Whoever sees it first, downloads it, starts using it, and writes about it. In the chat, there is a nice bonus for you. So guys, stay tuned. We will delight you with this soon. Maybe you will delight us. In Russian, perhaps. Also in Russian. All right, let's move on, Alexander. Let's make the next slide. Payment system. Crypto fiat payment. Imagine that. Can you imagine? At the moment, we have encountered such a situation. We often travel abroad, like the recent events. We were in Turkey, and I encountered the problem that my cards from our Russian banks do not work abroad. They're just plastic. And most often, if you have cash over $10,000 and 10,000 euros, you cannot take it out of the country. If you go far, if you have some purchase, you wanted to buy an apartment in Turkey or Dubai, then you often start to invent, search, and so on. So here it is for us. For you, there is a solution. The crypto fiat payment system, which also has a referral program. Imagine how many people are in need right now. And we have my friends. They even went to Kazakhstan, opened accounts, paid 30,000 rubles there, opened them, and today, by the way, such access is closed for Russians. Therefore, people are searching. People, believe me, they are not many like us. Yes, there perhaps I generalize. Yes, we sit at home, go to work, do our own things, and do not travel abroad. A large number of people travel. They simply need this product. You understand? And who can distribute this card, our ecosystem, to a large number of people as quickly as possible before anyone else. A person will simply go shopping, pay for tickets, movies, buy something. Imagine with each transaction, you will receive a percentage. Now imagine 1,000 people and you receive at least $1 from each person daily. How much will that be? That will be $1,000. Can you imagine? Thousands of dollars daily. How is this possible? Because you simply shared with a large number of people information, added them to a chat, introduced them to your partners, mentors, or invited them to a presentation, training. They understood and started using it. And that's all, you see. And you end up earning from this. So it's just that we really, I don't know, it just blows my mind. It's a unique thing, a product that will explode the market. Let's move to the next slide, Sasha. So, what do we earn from And finance, NV, finance is the main thing, probably our source, right? Where we extract and generate finances from. Where do we get it from? What does the company pay its clients and partners with? Interestingly, from trading, you see earning on fluctuations. That is, buy here, sell there. We have a wonderful person heading our trading department. He is 54 years old. His name is Oleg. He is an academic in mathematical sciences. What's most interesting, an academic, can you imagine? A person who simply calculated the mathematics of how this algorithm works. And he has been trading for a year and a half without a losing deal. It's clear that when he enters a trade, it might fluctuate, but he always exits with a profit. And when I invited one of my key strong partners from Latin America, and the person owns his own company. For over 7 years, specifically in Forex trading officially, which is registered in the States, when he saw this, he just, well, I don't know, he said, yes, this is impossible. In the end, a year of negotiations, and the person is with us on the team. And his name is Juan Manuel. That's why even such giants, owners of their own companies, join NV Globe, because here it's just understandable. And probably the most exclusive minds have gathered here, because one of the developers and one of the product managers is one of the creators of the USDT coin. Imagine, a person with knowledge of more than 5 languages has met all the royal families. And this team is specifically engaged in the development of the company. Internally, you understand that's the most important thing, because that's great. Secondly, yes, you see mining. Mining involves ASICs, machines that connect to electricity and the internet. They connect to a wallet, calculate an algorithm, solve a mathematical code, and mine a coin. With each passing year, the mining of coins becomes less and less. That is, you won't earn much money with one ASIC because it can break down, disconnect, something can happen to it, and so on. Plus, it consumes a lot of electricity. Large farms are needed here. And here is one of the farms we are showcasing. It is located in the Tver region. It is 2 megawatts with 1600 machines, and it mines Bitcoin and Litecoin. And soon we will open a huge farm. We are currently negotiating with the United Arab Emirates, and we will set up a massive farm which will simply amaze all miners and traders. The scale there is just so enormous. And the company has an exclusive contract with the Bitmine factory. You understand? Therefore, there are also various additional sources of income, because it's impossible to mine and generate on one or two and pay your clients. This is very important. So there are large factories here. They're, in short, very large businesses. When I met with our company's owner and the company president, I was very pleasantly surprised. Just imagine, even as an example, was here is Forbes, here is you, and there is above. You understand? That is how much. Thank you. It's huge. And there the business becomes interesting for MLM. The market becomes interesting for this business, because if a large number of people are receiving, they are satisfied, they are happy, they achieve some goals, realize their dreams, and you provide this benefit. A certain income for them, yes, changes in their life, then this person will simply never leave you, you understand? He will start telling a large number of people, infecting them with positivity, going around and communicating. You yawn and then everyone starts yawning. That's the virus, you see? And when major businessmen, including our company president, saw this as a unique opportunity, they realized that yes, why not? Only for the good, to build for the future, for decades. And that's why our company is developing so rapidly today. We are already in our 2nd year. In the near future, we will have a major event, which the next speaker will talk about, so we move on. Alexander, next slide, please. Here we go, we've moved to the next slide, and here we have Alexander Baumgenter. This is a person who currently lives in Paraguay. We have an 8-hour time difference with Paraguay. Plus 8 hours, yes, or minus 8 hours. Who is Sasha? Sasha is also a father of many children. He has 3 children, yes. Originally from Russia. He has lived more than half of his life in Germany. He founded his own construction business, in which he worked for over 7 years. And at the moment, he He resides in Paraguay. Before that, he was involved in personal growth development with people. This is a very important point because a business coach, speaker, I don't know, you're just a leader, some kind of top leader. This is a person who understands people, who understands that he can help with something, he understands. This is a very important point. And currently, Alexander has been involved in the MLM business for over 5 years. And at present, he is a top leader of the company NV Global. And he promotes this business remotely from Paraguay. Do you understand? He is entering the German market and so on. He is developing all over the world. So let's welcome him. Give a round of applause, or fives, quote tens, and invite Sasha to our wonderful table. Sasha, come on.
Dmitry, thank you. Thank you so much. Awesome. Honestly, dear ones, let's give Dmitry some fire. Overall, it was just magnificent. All the products were revealed. Here I am, just sitting and watching. And in short, I almost started opening a new account and buying licenses. Dmitry, superb. Thank you, Dmitry, so much for the presentation. I'll briefly introduce myself and tell you a little about myself. My name is Alexander Baumgenter. I am originally from Russia, currently living in Paraguay. With my family, we left Germany, closed, sold my entire business, and moved to a warm, hot country, Paraguay. I really like it here. We have bananas, coconuts, lemons, and so on. Dear ones, before we go further, I ask you, as our Artem says, fasten your seatbelts, we are taking off. And I want to tell you, this part, it falls on me. This is the financial part. That is how and where we can earn together with the company info. And I will simply tell you that this is a unique opportunity given to us on this day. That is, as of today, looking at the market, this is one of the very best opportunities to earn finances. Why? I will tell you now. Because just yesterday, I had a meeting with a person, a small pre-example. I'll digress a little from the presentation. A small example, I was registering a person. I was explaining our marketing to him. I was explaining our structure, how everything is built with us. And he looks at me like this and says, well, I didn't imagine it would be this easy. You see, a person who is not connected with cryptocurrency, a person who had nothing to do with it, was once amazed by cryptocurrency, by how easy and simple it is if you move with the right people and in the right direction. And now we will start talking about our marketing, about the marketing plan of our company. Our marketing plan is built on 2 stages. That is, our company's marketing is based on 2 pillars, so to speak. We have the first pillar, which is the customer base, and the second pillar, which is the partner base. And now we will go over their details. I apologize. The offer for clients. What is included in the customer base? The opportunity to use the company's products. Not just to use the company's products, but the unique products of the company. What Dmitry talked about today, he presented it magnificently. He elaborated on each product. That is, every client of the company can use these products. A great point. The opportunity to earn from the company's financial activities from 8 to 12% per month. Dear ones, simply everyone, listen carefully, take a piece of paper and a pen now and write down 8 to 12% per month. Such opportunities are very rare in life when I, as a client, can earn from 8 to 12% per month on my investment. And so monthly for 12 months, that is throughout the whole year, the offer for clients includes another feature, which is a returnable deposit. That is, we can, you and I, we can open a deposit from 50 to 5 to 50, from $50 to $50,000 a deposit. And we have a returnable deposit, meaning that after a year, after 365 days, this deposit is returned to us. Just think about it, everyone. Maybe there are some new people here today. I hope there are many of them here. There are those who have entered the company with $50 and are observing, watching. So think about it. Who and when can offer such percentages and with a returnable deposit as well? Our company offers clients such an opportunity. That is, it offers clients this opportunity. And now we will move on with you. That is, briefly, as they say in German, this is a short description of the offer for clients. And now we are moving on to the offer for partners. What does it include? The offer for partners. To become a partner of the company, we need, as you can see, it says here, a business pack of $1,000. To become a partner of the company, I must purchase a business package costing $1,000. At first glance, someone might say, oh, that's a lot, that's expensive. Oh no, where? $1,000? But wait a second and stay until the end. I will tell you why it is not expensive, why it is not a lot, but rather a very small investment in a great future, in your great future and a prosperous future. The offer for partners, what does it include? All client privileges. That is, whatever the client can use, the partner can also use. Increased income, increased referral income, premium versions of products. And we will now go over this with you in more detail. Look, the privileges of the business package. I have, write it down or take pictures, take screenshots, I don't know, so that you have it saved. If you still have questions, just contact the person who invited you so you can go over this business plan in detail. Look, the privileges of the business package, plus 1% in marketing for each rank. That is, if I, as a client, start in our company, I start with 5%. That is, for the invitation, for the license, I receive 5%. With the business package, I get an additional 1%. For each rank, so I get an additional 1%. So I start right away at the beginning with 6%. So this is a kind of help for me. This is my support. That is, the company gives me support so that I can start right away with 6% plus 1% in passive income. And this is very, very enticing and a very great offer. Let's say I invest as a regular client. I invest an amount of $10,000. I approximately earn from $800 to $1,200 per month. If I am a partner of the company, if I have purchased this business package, then I get an additional 1% in my passive income. So I no longer have 8 and 12%, but I now get 9 and 13%. Income from the business package. Income from the business package. We will now examine this in more detail. And access to the fast start bonus. With the accumulation of group turnover, percentages from 5 to 20% of the reward are credited. Upon reaching $5,000, an additional bonus license from 250,000 to we are moving towards this from $250 to $3 million. Just imagine, I work. This is where the money is. Yes, it's all hidden here, exactly right here. Can you imagine? I work, I earn money. That is, I invite people, the company explains. I talk about the company's introduction, the company's mission. People get excited, want to use cool products. Everyone is happy, and I earn from this. And in addition, the company rewards me as a person who actively participates in the development and distribution of the company. With additional licenses, that is, bonus licenses starting from $250. Then it gets better. There are already 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 1,000. We already have wonderful people who have received these prize licenses of $10,000, $5,000, and that's fantastic. Just to grow with the company and receive such cool perks, such cool bonuses. Let's move on. A company card is issued. Premium exchange status. Here, I want to briefly. Many of us know that there are paid and free products. That is, a free product maybe someone has already encountered in mobile games. There, he played the free version. Then, if he wants to progress further, he needs to buy that license. And look, for example, I was on one, you could say, such a platform because as I am involved in trading, I was on one platform. And there, for instance, there was a free version. Let's say I used that free version. And to advance further, to improve, to enhance myself, to increase my income, I needed the paid version of this product. And just so you understand, every month I paid $150 to $170 for this product. You see, to use the premium version of this product, we have a business package. By purchasing a license for $1,000, by purchasing a license for $1,000, I immediately receive premium status on the exchange. All premium product positions that will be released throughout the year, it's just great. All promotions and gifts, unique events, and prelivision. This is a very difficult word for me, having lived most of my life in Germany. In short, super. Special access to events, at least 3 times a year a closed event, and once a month an open online event. This includes meetings with management, meetings with top leaders, and so on. Info badges and much more. Look, additional payouts from the business package. What do I get by purchasing the business package? When I buy a business package, it is a game. That is, I get a license for $500. So by purchasing the business package, I receive a license for $500. This means it works for me. It brings me from 9 to 13% because I am a business partner. And those who are good at math, those who understand mathematics, have already calculated that these $500 will bring me at least $500 in a year back. So I bought a business license for 1,000 euros, and by the end of the year, I have already received this 1,000 euros back. So I am using all the company's privileges for free, premium versions of products, and so on. I receive a quick start bonus, various bonus licenses, and so on. How do I receive it? Do you understand this point? That is, if you grasp this and just realize it, it's just a magnificent moment. Look, additional payments. Invitation to the first line. So if I invite a partner and he also says, I want to be a business partner too, to move forward coolly like you, to advance with the company, with such great positive people, and he decides to purchase a business package, I immediately receive a bonus of $200. That is immediately a unique opportunity for a $200 bonus. For the second line, $100. For the third line, $50. And for the fourth line, $50. So how can you not be happy about this? Dear ones, just literally, these are unique opportunities. Look, now I will show you a very cool mathematical solution, because people can take but numbers and figures, or as we are told. In Russian, there is a saying, numbers don't lie or figures don't lie. Something along those lines. Look, an example. Just watch. I am a business partner. I am a business partner. I am a good guy. I want to move forward. I want to advance. And I simply invite 5 people to the first line who have also made the decision. And mostly these are cool guys who are moving around you, who want to develop together with you. They look at you and understand that you have flown to 4 different countries in a year, that you are always on the move, you are going somewhere, advancing. They also want to spend a month with you, asking, for example, how Alexander managed to live like this. I say I acquired a business package, I am a partner of the company NV Global, and these guys get inspired and purchase business packages. So 5 people, look, I received $200 from each of them immediately as a bonus, plus 6% from the license, which was credited to them for $500. So it comes out to 30-30. And look, then a wonderful moment, not 6% anymore, but already 6.5%. This is what I'm talking about, that with the turnover, as the turnover grows, our percentages increase. And here I already received 32.5, 32.5, 32.5, and plus a great, fantastic plus, a fast start, bonus of $150. And in the end, you could say, in the end, I earned $1,300 in a month. Guys, think about it. Just everyone. Can you imagine? I just motivated people. I showed that you can live differently. I showed the world. I showed the colors of this world from another perspective. And they got involved. And I also earned from it $1,300. Well, that's fantastic. And if the guys look, there's more to come. And if these guys just repeat after you and say, okay, Alexander, we want to give our friends an opportunity, we want to give our acquaintances an opportunity, they repeat after you. And what happens? Look, 1% of a $500 license is 125. Bonus rewards of 250 plus 500. These are the bonus rewards from turnover because we achieved a turnover of 750. Plus, business packages from the second level at $100 each. That comes to $3375. Just so you understand, I had my own company in Germany, a construction company. To earn clean money like this, to earn $33.75 like this, I was a tiler by profession. I had to kneel for a very long time. In the cold, in the rain, in the snow, it didn't matter. On my knees, tile by tile for those $33.75. Now I enjoy, motivate, help people earn money, help people advance, and I earn from it myself. $33.75. It's just an amazing opportunity. And look, before we move on, I'll tell you about Info Summit Antalya. That is, we will have an event in Antalya. The event dates are from June 10th to 15. And I'll be honest with you, my movement with the company Info Global started with such a summit. That is, it was in October. Also, at this time, well, exactly a year ago, I joined the company Info Global. I was a skeptical person. I was looking at all this and I don't know, it can't be, it's not working, back and forth. And one of our wonderful people it's Dmitry, he called me and said, San, just come to the event, just come see, and you will start moving. Otherwise, I pack my bags. Just take 36 hours from Paraguay by plane with 3 layovers. It's unclear how, it's unclear where I'm moving, advancing to this summit. I arrive there, and what do you think, dear ones? After 3 days of this summit, I'm pumped up, I'm energized, with such fire I fly back home to Paraguay and start pushing and start working. And we are currently running a promotional campaign. It's even cooler that we can attend this event for free. Attend such a great summit. And look, I'll briefly tell you about the promo, how it works. Look, the conditions of the promo, a minimum of $1,000 as a personal deposit. That is, I am a business partner and I invest a personal deposit of $1,000, 2 business packages on the first line, $4,000 turnover on the first line, $20,000 team turnover, no more than $8,000 from one direction. That is, no more than $8,000 from one leg. These are the conditions. If anyone needs them, we will send them. Please write to the person who invited you. We will send you these conditions and explain in more detail how to do it. And now it arises before each of us. Look, dear ones, let's just take a moment to breathe out. There was a lot of information. Maybe I spoke quickly. Look, we will reassess all the information that was given today and simply stand before a choice. What will I do with this information today? Because each of us faces a choice in the morning. When my alarm rings. When I wake up, I have the choice to turn it off and sleep for another 5 minutes or get up and do some exercise. It's a choice and I make that decision. And today, after this presentation, each of us stands before the choice of what I will do with this information. Will I try? Will I do it? Or will I play big? My call to each of you is, of course, to play big. But I just urge you, if you have any doubts, any unclear thoughts, just reach out to the person who invited you, get the registration link from them, register, and fund your account with at least $50. And see, get involved with the company, immerse yourself in this atmosphere, get energized, and just move forward. Then we start taking action and then we play big. At the moment, I can say that Info is the gateway to our success. And I am 100% sure that Dmitry will also confirm that this is the case.
Yes, that's right. Sasha, thank you. Friends, let me add to Sasha's words. After today's presentation, just take a piece of paper and a pen and write it down like this on two sides. On one side, write down who you are, and on the other side, who you want to become. And the opportunity that we talked about today with Alexander, just accept it as an opportunity for achieving your goals, for the possibility of personal growth, or pursuing a hobby. Just understand the most important point, that it's not about whether you have money or not. Here, a person with $50, I have such people in my team, who joined and earned $1,000 in 2 days. Understand that every person is a conduit, and you are that conduit to a world of opportunities. Give yourself the chance to change, to earn, because prices are fluctuating now. Buying a premium car is unreal. It costs astronomical money. Everyday prices rise, but salaries in ordinary life do not change. Business is becoming more difficult. So what you were told about today is an opportunity where you can simply find new like-minded people, where possibly thanks to this community and the company NV Global, you will find a way to develop your business, because you will be given some advice. So it's not just for nothing. It says here, NV Global is your portal to success. You understand, from the moment you decide, damn, listen, I want a new car. Damn, I want to take my wife to see the kids. Please, everything is for you. Start with $50. Call the person who invited you, and let's go. We will help you. So we thank you all with Alexander. Have a good evening. Please give us some fire if you liked it. You can write feedback in the chat. We will see each other again. Goodbye, friends.
Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.